Yo, it's Smitty here. I'm gonna start this video out just by playing this up here from what Versuz has said in his video regarding my comment to him.
For those comments, shame on you, Smitty. You say I'm preaching against a lot of what I stand for, and I'm not paying attention to the meat of the game, which is the gameplay. Don't lose focus of what I've been preaching about for all this time. You know, I've always said that gameplay should be the #1 priority for these sports games, or for any game at that, and I will always stick to that. But gameplay is not everything. It's priority #1, and everything else runs a distant second, as I've always said. But gameplay is not everything. Case in point, if Backbreaker was the greatest game as far as gameplay that was ever created so far, however, instead of football players, they were robots on the field. Actual robots. No skin, actual robots. You telling me, Smitty, that doesn't matter? It doesn't matter if they look like a robot or somewhat like a football player. They don't look right. And you can't overlook that fact. As far as the trailer goes, because again, I have not played the game, but as far as the trailer goes, they don't look right. And if everybody is the same size, shame on you for accepting that. Big ups to you, Trey.
Okay, now he's saying shame on me for what I said. Now, this is exactly what I said. A all, if you're gonna call me out on a video or something like that, in terms of what I commented on regarding what you said, now, in a standpoint of media standpoint, when you're broadcasting something and you've made your bread and butter off of talking about gameplay all day, and you have said in videos cosmetic factors should not be mattering. Like in Madden, you talk about how they focusing on hand towels and throwback jerseys and cleats of different colors and stuff, when they should be focusing on gameplay. Then yet you are here co-signing on this article, even though you were reviewing it, but it was how you reviewed it. You were co-signing, or at least you sounded like you were co-signing with the person that did the preview. Now, if you take my comment, which is over here to the right, what I said was, yeah, I did say that he was preaching against what he stood for in that, because that's how he sounded. But that's the key thing he chose to leave out. I said, you're preaching against what you stand for after this vid, or at least that's how you sound. He forgot. See, he chose to just cut that all out. So I said, and I told him that I also said that you're reacting to these cosmetic features. He's reacting to them with great emphasis. I mean, and of all the videos I've seen from him, of all the audio commentary he's done, I've never heard him be adamant about cosmetics. So excuse me for, I mean, that's why I subscribe. That's why all these people, for the vast majority, have subscribed to you. Because they hang on your word. They like what you're speaking. They like how you're talking. You know what I'm saying? And for you to come out here and make a video like this, that's, and you're hanging on and co-signing with them. Yeah, people are going to look at that a little bit funny. People are going to look at that little crooked eye, because that's very unlike you. That's real unorthodox. You never did that, you know what I'm saying? And then you did it here. But then I went on to say, don't be like all those people on Operation Sports who basically fell flat on their face after reading the article. And yeah, I believe that he should be better than that, because you're one of the key go-to people on YouTube. If you have Machinima, which they are very well known when it comes to gaming, Machinima, to acknowledge you for the work that you've done and say, hey, we want you, obviously somebody is looking at you. So you have that kind of attention, that pull, and when you make a statement like that and you turn around and say, shame on you guys, shame on everybody else. No, you need to stand back and take a look at the work you've done. You look at all those videos you've done on Madden, on 2K, and everything else. Look at the body of work you've done from an outside looking in standpoint, and then you would definitely see it. Well, yeah, you know what? For somebody that's been a fan of mine, for me to all of a sudden make a huge emphasis on on cosmetic features, that's very unlike me, and it is. So I'm just calling it like how I saw it. But don't get mad at me because of it. Don't get upset at me and everybody else. And I just said that don't lose focus because that's you've been preaching about gameplay emphasis. That's why you do videos on all kinds of different slider sets and everything else. And I've greatly appreciated all of that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you should just be keeping that up. Now, me personally, if you're gonna come out and make a comment against me, like I said, you have a media spotlight on you, and you made your bread and butter talking about gameplay, and all of a sudden you emphasized cosmetics. I mean, that's a bit off. Now, for you to also, he goes on furthermore in the video to say that I have Backbreaker tattooed on my chest because I'm being so ignorant of Madden. I'm not ignoring Madden. I hope that Madden 11 is decent, but at the same time, I don't have Backbreaker tattooed on my chest, and I'm gonna let you know why. Because you said if I'm not looking at factors like the players with their size and height or what have you, and I'm not acknowledging it, then why would I say anything along these lines? You know, unable to adjust the size and weight of players, that's what I'm saying. There are some detrimental factors in this that that do hurt it, because with this game being a physics-driven game, with a physics-driven engine, that Euphoria engine, which is so based off of human-like physics, it really does hurt it, for them not to have that included. But okay, now the key thing in there is what I just said. I just went there and just said, oh, physics. I just went there and talked about everything natural motion stands for. Does that come from a fanboy? No, that's not from a fanboy. That's from somebody who is a fanboy of realistic football, of somebody who wants a quality football game. I'm up here saying that, yeah, they have their pluses, but that's a detrimental factor, and it is. So I agreed with that. I even said it, and I posted this video before you even posted yours. I mean, you even commented on the video stating that that you're gonna do a video of your own on it. I mean, I'm gonna read this article and make a video on it. I mean, you gave me thanks on that. I mean, so I put this up before you already saying it. So before you go ahead and choose to just slide my name through the mud or anything like that, make sure you have all your facts straight, number one. Number two, I'm not a fanboy of Backbreaker or any football game or whatever that has not proven itself to withstand the test of time. I'm a fan of 2K Sports because they've withstood and persevered through the test of time. Even 2K Football now to this day still upholds the right to be the best football game out there, and that's NFL 2K5 just because that's got the NFL license. I love All Pro as well, but still, don't come out here and just throw my name down like that, and other folks' names as well. But don't do that knowing that that's how you address this. That's how you address that article with emphasis, like you were co-signing with the man. No, you were, or man or woman, or whoever the person was, the person who did the preview, you were co-signing with them. Okay? So I mean, I'm sorry that my statement was offensive. Now, I didn't come out and say, oh, you lost all credibility, and oh, you don't know nothing about sim football now. I'm not saying anything along those lines. I'm not coming out here and dissing you blatantly because of that article. All I'm saying is, at least that's how you sound. I said you're preaching against a lot of what you have stated, or at least that's how you sound. There is a clear difference between me just saying, man, you're preaching a lot against what you stand for after this video. You're not paying attention to the features. You're not paying attention to the meat of the game, which is the gameplay. You skipped over stuff. don't lose focus. I mean, you skipped all over it, and you just picked out certain parts just so that you can make me sound like I'm attacking you. I'm not attacking you. I'm not your enemy here, bruh. I'm not dissing. I didn't diss you. All I did was I gave you a critique for somebody who's on a high level of viewership. A lot of people are viewing you and they take your opinion strongly. So what I'm telling you is how you sounded. You sounded like you were in conjuncture right along with them instead of sounding unbiased. That's exactly how you sound. I wasn't looking for a fanboy 2K response. I just was looking for you to just not take it and take it to heart like, oh man, like how you did. So I didn't mean to diss you or anything like that. I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna post this and please watch it, Versus. Alright? And this is for the community too. Alright? Take it easy. Peace.